As you might be able to tell, I recently got the Violent Rush mousepad from the theflow.shop, and when I was buying it, I realized I couldn't find any reviews of it. I mean, maybe there are, but I couldn't find any. And I couldn't find any for any of the 3 other mousepads either. So I figured, well, when I get it, I will make a review of it. And so I've had it for a couple days now. I've used it. I mean, I haven't intense gaming for hundreds of hours, but I've used enough. I think that I can notice the big stuff. So first off, I'm gonna just go over the quality. It's I didn't notice any faults with it. Perfectly fine. It's I mean, for $30, I wouldn't exactly be like, what is this, if there was one little stitching was off. But I didn't really notice any problems, so yeah, that's decent. It doesn't go anywhere. Slip is good and it feels nice. But that next brings me into the appearance. The colors of it are extremely vibrant. Now I can't say this for all the other color variations, but for this one at least, it is, I don't want to say it's bright because it's darker colors, but it pops, like when I walk into my room, it is the first thing you notice. All right. But yeah, so if you're going for something more subtle, I wouldn't go for this, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I do also want to add that if you have the GMK laser keycaps or the Acco clone of them, I think that this one, or I think it's called the Midnight something, it's a bluish one, I think either of those would go really well with them. So if you do have either of those 2 keycap sets, I would definitely look into it. Because I mean $30, it ain't bad. It's a pretty decent price. Lastly, I'm gonna go over just the feel of it. Now I'd say it glides perfectly fine. I mean, it's an improvement over my $10 Deskmat I had before. But yeah, I mean, I will say I noticed a little bit of there was slightly more friction going up than up and down than left to right. It wasn't game changing, and I probably wouldn't notice it. I was just using it normally. But when I was, if I'm really focusing on, looking for it, analyzing it, I do notice that slightly. So if you're very particular, and you were playing some game that is much more up and down than left to right, maybe this isn't for you. I just want to put that out there. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. For $30, pretty good deal. I mean, yeah, I say it's slightly above what I expected. So yeah, I think I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10.